for acting, it's a little different in the sense that when I get a role, and it might be someone who is nothing like me, maybe doesn't behave in a way that I would behave or believe the kinds of things that I believe, and it can feel really hard to sort of figure out, okay, how am I going to find this person? How am I going to become this person? And that's where empathy comes in, because what I can't really do, what wouldn't be helpful for me to do, is to judge this person, right? To judge them, because when you judge someone, you separate yourself from that person. And I'm also not really pretending. I'm not pretending to be someone. I'm actually taking some time to think about who this person is and where there might be some similarities between us. And one way to do that is to think about how they feel. What kind of feelings is this person experiencing? Are they angry? Are they scared? Are they excited? And how I feel when I'm feeling angry, scared, or excited. And so we all have had those feelings, right? So it can be one way that you can connect to this person, and as a way in to sort of learn a little bit about who they are and how they came to be who they are. And some of that might be just using your imagination, right? You might not know everything there is to know about this person. The paper that you get that gives you the biography of the person might not say everything. So you might have to use your imagination and make some things up that can help you figure out who this person is and why they are the way they are. I picked Sadie, afraid of his horses, Janis, as the character that I'm going to talk to you as in a minute. And I picked her, we have some similarities, maybe. There's ways that we're similar and ways that we're different, but the biggest thing was she's 8. She was 8 at the time of the flu. So I thought it would be kind of fun to try to sort of answer the question as an 8-year-old. That would be something different for me to do. And also, I read a lot about her, so I had a little bit of an understanding of what she was doing and how she was during that time.
So Sadie, when times are scary and everyone around you is not acknowledging the need for safety, what can you do? How can you overcome fear and anxiety?
Well, it's been a really scary time, and I didn't have a lot to do because I'm only 8, and so like my older sister and my older cousin, they got to go to the store and get stuff. I wasn't allowed to do that because I'm too little, and so sometimes I just felt like, well, what am I supposed to do? What can I do? There's nothing for me to do. And then I realized, well, one thing I could do is behave, not get in trouble. And the other thing that I felt made me feel really important was that I could listen. I could listen to people when they were talking about how worried they were, or how what they didn't know what was going to happen, and I could listen. Even sometimes I didn't know what they were talking about, but I could just listen, and that was an important job, I think. So that made me feel like there was something I could do, and I was really good at that.
Now, Marianne, when times are scary and everyone around you is not acknowledging the need for safety, what can you do? How can you overcome fear and anxiety?
Well, I think there are a couple of things. One is taking care of myself and sort of knowing what helps me to feel calm and grounded. So like one of those things might be watching a favorite TV show or a movie, something that's kind of distracting and relaxing. And then, seeing if there are people around me, like neighbors or friends, who might need help with something, like maybe they're older, or, just finding a way to help can often give you something to do so that you feel more in control of a situation that otherwise feels really out of control. And also then I kind of stay away from people who I don't feel good around who are either not behaving in a healthy way, like right now, like maybe not wearing masks or things like, I avoid situations and people that when they're not taking care of themselves or potentially putting me at risk. So I think it's a combination of finding within myself what helps me feel calm and relaxed, and then ways that I can help other people.